my dear students, this is MathDOC. During this session, I'm mainly focused on getting reciprocal of quadratic functions. So we know a quadratic function has minimum or maximum, concave up or concave down. So that's the shape of quadratic function. So when getting reciprocals, you need to remember one concept, that is maximum goes to minimum and minimum goes to maximum. That's the concept of getting reciprocal. And there's another thing, 0 value goes to infinity and infinity value goes to 0. So when getting reciprocal, you need to remember those major concepts. So let's see one by one. Now, you consider a quadratic function. So you need to remember this property. Y equal ax squared plus bx plus c. Minimum shape for a greater than 0, maximum shape for a less than 0. Okay. When factor form x minus alpha times x minus beta a times y equal, then here x-axis, x intercepts alpha and beta, here for a greater than 0, and here x-axis, x intercept alpha and beta for a less than 0, This is the major type of quadratic function. So I told you when getting reciprocals, so this minimum that change to maximum. And remember, maximum that change to minimum and 0 values that tends to infinity. That can be plus or minus infinity. We need to analyze using limits. Then infinities that goes to definitely 0. That is the major concept of getting reciprocal. Okay, let's see it. Okay, see this example. Y equal x bar function. Here x-axis, y-axis, minimum shape. Therefore, y equal 1 over x squared, reciprocal function. Then you need to remember, here minimum goes to maximum, 0 goes to infinity. Then here 0 that goes to infinity, all are positive. Here 0, no? Then positive, reciprocal positive. Infinity, then infinity value that goes to 0. Infinity goes to 0. Likewise, you can sketch reciprocal of that quadratic function. Okay. Then consider y equal minus x squared. We know this function, maximum shape. Then it's reciprocal, y equal 1 over x squared, it's minus. Then here maximum change to minimum and 0 goes to infinity. We need to do at once. Here x-axis, y-axis, it goes like this. Here infinity goes to 0. 1 over infinity we say 0. 1 over infinity that goes to 0. 1 over minus infinity that also goes to 0. Okay. Now you go to y equal x squared plus 1. See this graph. Here x-axis, y-axis. Here minimum shape, minimum value 1. Now let's sketch its reciprocal. Okay. Now see, y equal 1 over x squared plus 1. Here we can see all values are positive. Then when getting reciprocal also all values positive. Now remember the properties. Here minimum you change that to maximum. Here 1 reciprocal 1. Here infinity, that goes to 0. Here infinity, that goes to 0. It goes like this. Here concave down, then it changes to concave up. Concave down, it changes to concave up. Then there will be here point of inflection. Yeah, there will be point of inflection. That's how we get it. So if you see, take another expression, y equal x squared plus 2. Here x-axis, y-axis, it goes like this, minimum value 2. Minimum value 2. So when you get reciprocal, then that is y equal 1 over x squared plus 2. Here x-axis, y-axis, you change this minimum to maximum and infinity to 0, infinity to 0. Don't cross x-axis. Here 2 is reciprocal, this will be half. Remember, that will be half. That will be half. Now you go to y equal minus x squared plus 1. Here x-axis, here y-axis. Then minus x squared means maximum shape. Then vertex is 1, minus 1. Then when we get reciprocal, that is y equal 1 over minus x squared minus 1 minus 1. Okay. Then here the graph, x-axis, y-axis. Here maximum you change to minimum. Infinity change to 0. Infinity change to 0. That's the function. Here minus 1 is reciprocal, minus 1. Minus 1. Then take another one, y equal minus x square minus 3. Minus x square minus 3. Let's sketch it. Here x-axis, y-axis, minus x square means maximum shape. Maximum value 3. Here this will be 3. Then take its reciprocal, y equal 1 over minus x square minus 3. Now see this, x-axis, y-axis. Here maximum you change to minimum. Here 3 is reciprocal 1/3. Here 0, infinity goes to 0, infinity goes to 0. Then all reciprocal functions are similar shape. Similar shape. Okay. Now, so when you consider these examples, here x-axis won't cut. Here x-axis won't cut. X-axis won't cut. For each case, x-axis won't cut. Now, let's see how to get reciprocal when it cut the x-axis. When it cut the x-axis. Okay, let's go for example. Okay, now see this one clearly. See this one clearly. Y equal x square minus 1 graph. Here x-axis, y-axis, minimum shape. Here minimum value minus 1, intercept at 1, minus 1. Then consider y equal x square minus 4 graph. Here x-axis, y-axis, we have factor x minus 2, x plus 2. Therefore, minimum shape graph, minimum value minus 4, then here 2 and minus 2. You consider another one, y equal minus x bar plus 1. Here x-axis, y-axis, then it goes like this, maximum shape, intercept minus 1, plus 1, here 1. Take another one, y equal minus x bar plus 4. Here x-axis, y-axis, here there are two factors, x minus 2, x plus 2. Now the graph goes like this. Here minus 2, here plus 2, here this will be 4. Now for each case, they cut the x-axis, no? They cut the x-axis. So now let's see how to sketch its reciprocal. Let's see how to sketch its reciprocal. Okay, see this. So I'm going to sketch this function on same graph. So consider y equal 1 over x bar minus 1. Now you remember when getting reciprocal, minimum value change to maximum. Maximum value change to minimum. And zeros goes to infinity, infinity goes to 0. Okay. Now here 0 value. 0 value. You sketch vertical line here. We call that is vertical asymptote. Here vertical asymptote. Then here minimum you change to maximum. Here minus 1, no? Minus 1 reciprocal, minus 1. So I'll sketch it separately, then you can clearly identify. No? Here y, here 1, here 1, minus 1. We call these are vertical asymptotes. Here minimum, you change to maximum. Here minus 1, reciprocal minus 1. Here 0 goes to infinity. You touch this axis. Don't cut, huh? You touch. That's how we sketch that part. Then here for this positive, then 0 goes to plus infinity. Infinity goes to 0. Now the shape like this. Here positive is reciprocal positive, then 0 goes to infinity. Infinity goes to 0. Infinity goes to 0. Then negative region, reciprocal negative. Positive region, reciprocal positive. Zeros tends to infinity. One is minus infinity, the other one is plus infinity. Here minimum change to maximum. So when you sketch this, y equal 1 over x bar minus 4. Let's see it. Here x-axis, y-axis. First thing you need to consider it x-intercept. Sketch vertical lines, 2, minus 2. Here minimum, you change to maximum. Change to maximum. Minus 4 reciprocal minus 1/4. Remember 4 minus 4 reciprocal minus 1/4. Then 0 you tends to infinity. Touch. It goes like that. Then here 0, positive region plus infinity. Infinity that tends to 0. It's also same. Here infinity tends to 0, 0 tends to infinity. Here it's reciprocal. Now for this, y equal 1 over minus x part plus 1. X-axis, y-axis. Here x-intercept, mark 1, minus 1. These are denominator zeros we call vertical asymptotes. Here maximum, you change to minimum. 1 reciprocal 1. Then here 0, positive region, it goes to plus infinity. Here for this part positive, it goes to plus infinity. Here negative, it goes to minus infinity. Infinity goes to 0. Infinity goes to 0. Here 0, negative region, minus infinity, it goes to 0. That's how we sketch the function. So when you move to this, y equal 1 over minus x part plus 4. Now, here x-axis, y-axis, here x-intercept 2, mark it as vertical asymptote, here minus 2, Here maximum shape you change to minimum. Form 1/4, reciprocal 1/4. Here positive region, positive 0, infinity. This part plus infinity side because this region positive. Then here minus, this part minus, then minus infinity. Here infinity goes 0, 0, infinity, 0 goes to infinity. Likewise, we can sketch reciprocals of quadratic functions. Reciprocals of quadratic functions. Okay. Now we sketch this one, y equal x minus 1 square minus 1. Let's see how to sketch this. Here 1 comma minus 1 is the minimum value. Let's sketch original function xy. Here 1 minus 1. So leading term positive, minimum shape. Now here the quadratic function. So this intercept will be 2. Here 1. Then when if you need to sketch y equal 1 over x minus 1 square minus 1, you follow previous technique. Here x-axis, y-axis. Here we have 2x intercept. One is y-axis, the other one is 2. Mark it, vertical line. Then minimum you change to maximum. Here at 1, minus 1, 1, maximum, 1 reciprocal 1. Here 0 goes to infinity, minus side. Here this touch y-axis at the infinity. Then here positive region, positive, positive. That's how we sketch quadratic function and their reciprocals. This is very important relation when you are sketching quadratic function, getting reciprocal, very important relation. Then you can analyze reciprocal using this concept. It is very simple technique. Okay, thank you for watching us.